Welcome guys. Our first problem that I'm going to talk about in this video is going to be the one we have on the board. So we see that 2x plus 5 is being multiplied times 2x plus 1. Usually if you ever seen high school math or any algebra course, they teach you how to do FOIL where we multiply in a way like this: 2 times x times 2 times x and 5 times 1, and then 5 times 2x, and then 5 times 1, and then we collect terms, same terms together, and we come up with an answer. But in this video, we're going to talk about the box method. The box method, while I've been tutoring for a while, one of my students came up to me and he said that in class they were learning the box method. When I was in high school, I didn't know the box method. But what I like about it is that it's a very simple way of tabulating this type of problem where you have to expand the polynomials. So the first step to do this type of problem is to draw a square. We draw 4 boxes equal size, and we start by putting each term, the left parenthesis we're gonna put it on the left side, and then the right parenthesis we're gonna put it on top. So what we do is we take each term and we write it next to a box. So 2x goes here, 5 we're gonna put it here, 2x we're gonna put it here, and then 1 we're gonna put it here. Now the next step is to fill in the boxes inside. The way you do it is, remember, when we multiply monomials or terms, for example 2x times 2x, what we do is that instead of we multiply constant by constant and variable by variable. For example, 2 times 2 is 4, and then x times x is x squared. Now to fill in the box here, so 1 times 2 is 2x. There's no x here, so we just write it down. On the next step, we take 5 times 2 is 10, and then we have an x, so we write an x. On the next step, we multiply 5 times 1 is 5. So now that we have the box, all we have to do is add same terms together, similar terms together, and then we come up with an answer. Usually an answer for this type of problem is we write the largest degree first. So what is the largest degree in this box? A square. I don't see another x squared. So all we have to do is write it down. So the answer to this one is going to be 4x squared. And then we're going to take the next lowest degree, which is we add them. So 10 plus 2 is 12x, and then I don't see another constant, so we'll leave it as 5. So that's the final answer: 4x squared plus 12x plus 5. You see how easy it is to do the box method? That's why I like it. Our second problem is going to be this one on the board. We have 5x minus 2 times 2x plus 1. We're going to continue using our box method, which I definitely like and suggest to you to use in these type of problems, because it makes it easier for you to collect terms and it makes it more visible to you. So first, when we have a two terms and two terms, all we have to do is write a square. We divide it into 4 equal parts. We write the first one here, 5x. We write the second term. Notice we have a negative, so I purposely chose a negative because we're gonna make it a little bit. Last time we had to add them. We're still gonna add them, but sometimes instead of just adding, we're gonna also do a subtraction. So now we're gonna put this one on top, 2x plus and 1. Now we're gonna multiply terms, but item by item. So 5 times 2 is 10. X times x is x squared. Then 5 times 1 is 5x. And then negative 2 times 2x is negative 4x. And then negative 2 times 1 is negative 2. Now, our final step is to collect terms. Like I said on the previous example, I don't see another x squared. So all we have to do is write it down. So the answer is going to be, start with 10x squared. Then it's going to follow with these ones, the first degree monomials. So negative 4 plus 5 is what? Is plus x. And then we have the single one here. I don't see another, just a constant here, another number just by itself. So all we have to do is write it down. And there we have our answer. Ten x squared plus x minus 2. In our last video, we're gonna expand this problem. So here we have two polynomials, but in the first one you see that we have two terms, and in the second parenthesis we have three terms. So this bucket method can be expanded to this type of problem as well, and it can be used for similar cases. 4 by 3, 3 by 2, 2 by 3. But all we have to do is for each term there has to be one box. For example, here what we're gonna do is we're gonna draw a rectangle, and we're gonna divide it into 3 parts, 3 columns, because we have 3 here. And how many rows we're gonna do? We have 2 terms, so we're gonna divide it into 2 rows. Now we're gonna do the same method. We take each term, we write it here, the 3 goes here, the 2x squared goes on top, the 3x here, and the last one, which is a 2, goes here. Now we do the same problem. We multiply element by element, corresponding element to corresponding element. So 2 times 2 is 4. X times x squared is going to be x cubed. And then 2 times 3 is 6. X times x is x squared. And then 2 times 2 is 4. And we have an x here. Okay, now this one, 3 times 2, 6 x squared. And then here, 3 times 3 is 9x. We have, and then 3 times 2 is 6. Now, in this case, we have a cube. So we're going to have a third degree polynomial as our answer. I don't see other cube. So all we have to do is write 4. Our answer is going to be 4x cubed. Now we have to add squares. So 6 plus 6 is 12x squared. Now we do our single first degree. 9 plus 4 is gonna be plus 13x. I don't see other number by itself, so we just write 6, and that's our answer. So see how I like this method, and you should too.